Alright, I'm back. Hello. Yes, Pups, bless him. Let him out for a wee, gave him some food, and then I came back to record and he was like, Dad, where'd you go? So I had to follow him back downstairs until he ate his food. Practically a puppy, bless him. 6, 7 odd months old, so yeah. He's still in that phase where he can't be left alone by himself, you know. He wants the company of people around him. But yes, we're here for Mechagodzilla, so come puppers. Let us take on Jet Jaguar together. Don't you bite my freaking wires, you little sod. You can play with your toys, but not my wires. Do you want to get electrocuted? I'm pretty sure you don't. Look at that. Little kidney punch. Alright, if you want to leave, I'll just beam you to death if that's what you want. He keeps dodging. Ah, that happens. Ah, at least I'm turned around now. Kitty punch. And kitty punch. And pause. Kitty punch. No. Yeah, I believe what they did is they, it's a two-parter. Those things on his shoulders were actually part of something else. I can't remember if it was the Super X or the Super X2. No. Yeah, it might be the Super X that's on his back. If I can remember the actual timeline of it. You know, humanity, they're good at creating weapons of mass destruction, but not peace. Poor Mothra. She's only in her larvae form. Poor Mothra. My predecessor, Mechagodzilla 2. Kitty punch. I have to say, Super Mechagodzilla is probably the most poorly designed out of the 4 of them. And yes, I said 4. I don't count Mechagodzilla 1 and 2 as different entities. I count them as the same entity, just with different upgrades. Whereas Kiryu and Super Mechagodzilla are practically different because of the design, the weapons they use, to the people that pilot them. Yes, Super Mechagodzilla was a piloted creation, as was Mogira and Kiryu. Although I can't remember what really was going on with Kiryu. Apparently Kiryu was like taken over at some point by some professor's daughter or something. Like, I don't know the actual story to that, because I didn't really watch the film all the way through, but I have seen reviews, trailers and stuff of it. But yeah, Kiryu is probably my second favourite design behind the original Mechagodzilla. Because Kiryu was a beast of a Mechagodzilla. And no, I don't count Pacific Rim's Mechagodzilla as Mechagodzilla, because it's not part of the same franchise really as Godzilla, really. I mean, don't get me wrong, that Mechagodzilla did look interesting. But it's got nothing on the original 3. But then Monster vs Mechagodzilla looks a bit too... I don't know, there's something weird about it. They did Super Mechagodzilla Monsterverse so well that it looks like an actual robot that modern eras would probably think about using. Like, even down to the arms and the head, how it looks so mechanically brilliant that it just looks fake, you know? That might just be my own, like, gripe with it, because it looks so good that it just doesn't look real to me. It's a very weird thing to say, you know? It's just, you know, it's what my personal preference is for Mechagodzilla is not Monster vs. Mechagodzilla, really. And I really hate that in films when they do like this stupid thing where it's like, oh, Mechagodzilla was like the main villain all along, you know, it's not Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla, you know, and Kong and Godzilla aren't meant to like fight each other to the death, so now we have to team up to basically take out a bigger threat. You know, it's done so many times where it's just like, oh, okay, you could have like saved that for the next film when we know Godzilla and Kong are gonna team up. And I'm really hoping they don't do this with Mothra. If they bring Mothra back, don't give her a cameo role and don't kill her off like you did in the last one. The last one, it was fine you killed her off because at least the sacrifice meant something. But if you're just going to bring her back just to kill her off like Toho did in the first few films, then by God, you're just going to kill a character immediately. And don't give me the excuse of like, oh yeah, she can like reincarnate, you know, so it's fine she kills herself. No, you're missing the point. If you keep killing off a character just like that, even though they can respawn themselves, it completely takes away from the character of the thing, you know. They didn't have to kill Mothra off in all of their films. Toho learned from their past mistakes and like, oh no, we don't have to kill her off. We can like have her survive in one way, shape or form. They did that in Rebirth, but it was needed so Leo could be born. So Leo could then take the mantle of Mothra. And after that, Leo never died again. Leo survived, you know? They kept Mothra Leo alive for that reason. Just like what they did in Final Wars with Mothra, how she survived. Or how she also survived in like Astro Monster or Destroy All Monsters, you know? Like, she doesn't have to die to make her character arc seem unique, you know? I just realised I'm facing Biollante. Ugh, can I beat her? Possibly. As long as I can build up charge and keep her at a distance, I should be okay. And that's how you beat Biollante. Ranged attacks. She's extremely strong at close quarters. You do not want to face her there. Kiryu. The old versus the new. Heisei versus Millennium. Those rockets moved me closer to him. Interesting. He actually just looks like a more menacing threat, Kiryu. His design is just so much cooler. Like, how you can not give him spikes on Super Mechagodzilla. I mean, like, the plates on the back look very dull compared to what Kiryu's looks like, you know? Electric breath. Kind of reminiscent to Ghidorah as well. Some damage, not much. Should give me enough space to do this. Until he does that. Fucking wanker. Fucking hell, man. Give me a space, you fucking prick. Fuck you. I did like that though with Mechagodzilla in Monsterverse, is when they actually made him a little bit quicker, roughly the same speed as Godzilla. Because, Jesus! Watching Super Mechagodzilla fight Godzilla was probably the most boring there was, really, because it's great to have all those weapons ready, but if you're that slow and ambling, and you're just like bashing into each other, just slapping and just trying to off-balance the other, it's kind of like watching two sumos fight. But don't get me wrong, sumo wrestlers are much more agile than you care to give them, really, because they're very agile fighters. They are practically athletes. Yeah, they might look a little bit overweight, but at the end of the day, they're fed well, they train well, they're disciplined, and they're very agile. Like, if you've seen them throw each other out of those rings, they're much more agile than what these mechs are, basically. Anyway, on to Space Godzilla. Probably my least favourite Godzilla. Just slap some, you know, incense crystals on his back and we'll call him a Kaiju, you know, that type of Godzilla. Okay, so I threw him. Oh, that's just a normal attack. Forgive me, it's been so long since I've played Space Godzilla, I have no idea what I'm doing with his abilities. Apparently I can grab now. Interesting. And I think you could do that with Godzilla as well. Apparently it's up and triangle. It has been like, what? A year or something like that since I've played certain characters. I've always played favourites, but not like Godzilla, Space Godzilla or anything like that. Let me see if I can try and grab this little fucker. I do not care, buddy. I will space beam you. Well, I'll give him this, Space Godzilla. He did one good thing. He kidnapped Minya. I really didn't like that new design that they did Minya. I prefer the Millennium Godzilla version of Minya than, you know, than the recent reincarnations of him. I think even with like the Showa era Minya, or Manila, I prefer to call him Minya than Manila because it's just weird calling him that. Yeah, Minya kind of looked like the Pillsbury Doughboy meshed with like a fucking ugly ass looking coconut for some strange reason, you know, it's just something weird about him. Take your gimp suit off, Gigan. I prefer you with your old outfit. The gold and green look is easily classical with Gigan. I don't know why they changed it. Try to make him look edgy, I suppose. You just rainbow attacked me. Come on, let me grab you, you fucker. I don't get it. Maybe it's a defensive barrier, like he can't walk into it. Oh no, he can. Just can't remember how to use it. I should have really looked up his moveset before doing this, because I think you can actually fire like diamonds at them, but I have no idea how. You bastard. One touch of that and it staggers me. Where are you aiming at? Oh my god, I'm practically dead. I'm practically dead if he hits me with that one more time. Fucking hell. This goes to show a character is extremely weak when you have no idea what to do with them. I'm sure I could have done so much spacing with those diamonds if I knew what to do with them. Oh god. This guy is a close range killer. I am fucked. I am screwed. Yeah, keep your distance. Keep your distance. Keep your distance. Oh, how did he get that off faster? Nope. Taking too long. Combos are the way to go. Okay, unless he does that. Shit. Tail wasn't gonna reach him. There we go. Whew. Got a good amount of close range hits on him, but Jesus. Yeah, he's much better for range distance attacks. Not the slowest time, but not the fastest either. Alright. Time for Desotroyaaaaaa. Probably the second most well-known villain in the Godzilla franchise. Well, apart from Gigan, I suppose. Maybe the third. I don't know how he interrupted that. So huge. This ranged ability, this melee attack. He destroyed Godzilla. He made Godzilla look extremely weak in that film. Oh yeah, he's got lifesteal. That's right. A little leech. Extremely powerful. The demon versus the poop monster. I've seen some modern depictions of him, and he kind of reminds me of the demon on Witch Mountain, if you've seen it, in Fantasia. Like, that song is so good as well. It goes so perfect. I feel like if you put that with Desotroyaaaaaa, it would look so good and sound brilliantly. If you've heard of Night of the Witch Mountain, it's such a good music. You know, the one that kind of goes like dun 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 dun. That one, you know. You get where I'm going with it. Hoya! It fucked me up too. Jeez, even the beam is powerful. So strong. It's not even funny. Mothra, my dear, come. I'll put you out of your misery quickly. Never mind, she's got something to say. Did I even hit her? I think I hit her. Thought I was aiming at the generator then for a minute. You're very brave, but stupid for facing me. Huh. Well done. Oh, point blank. Oh, poor Mothra. I always feel bad about defeating Mothra. Come on, where's my arch nemesis? Where's burning Godzilla? That's not my arch nemesis. That is a bat. Well, it's a flying earwig. You simply mimic the devil. I am the devil. That's something we share in common. Purple death rays! Desotroyaaaaaa has to have one of the greatest entrances of any villain. He's literally just evolved from like his parasitic form to his second stage, and then the second stage to his main form. And it is literally just him through the fire. It's like a demon rising out of hell itself. Truly a horrifying design. Apart from that fucking anus on his chest! Why have they given him an anus on his chest? That is the one gripe I have with him. If I could have, like, maybe a kaiju back piece, if it wasn't for Mothra, then it might be Destroyer. If it weren't for that fucking anus chest piece. Biollante versus Desotroyaaaaaa. This will be interesting. Close quarters. I think I'd be able to handle her. If I can just get past those vines. I can get 1 or 2 hits on her. standing and banging where it's not gonna work. Just trying to find my openings. That did not nearly enough damage. Look at this shit. Oh my god! Yeah, I'm gonna get destroyed, unless if I can get some melee damage in. Retreat! It's kind of what you get for being slow and ambling, dear. You cheated, devil. I'm the devil. There's no such thing as fair in my books. It's only the second time I was able to defeat her. Ah, Super Mecha Godzilla. I feel like Biollante was easily the fucking final boss there compared to you. It's a shame my final opponent couldn't be Burning Godzilla. Under 10 minutes, not bad. 9 minutes, I should say. Alright, that's Desotroyaaaaaa done. All that's left now is to do Burning Godzilla, Kiryu, then Gigan. Then I think we'll finish off on the two Godzillas, the Showa era and the Reiwa era. Alright, so, until the next time, I will see you in the next episode, lads and ladies. Desotroyaaaaaa!